All right, all right. Welcome to the June kickoff call tonight, everybody. How y'all doing? Come off mute
All
for a
right,
minute.
all right.
Good.
Very good, very good. Morgan, how you doing? How you feeling? Global Expansion Team member Morgan O'Neill.
Oh, woo!
I can't hear you. I can't
Oh,
hear
you didn't hear me?
Oh,
Amazing.
there you are. Amazing. Everybody officially congratulate Global Expansion Team member, Miss Morgan O'Neill. Congratulations.
Yeah!
Tremendous, tremendous. How you feel? How you feel?
I feel awesome. I feel even more awesome with all the team promotions last month. That's what made the third cut that much greater, is everybody getting promotions.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So guess what, Morgan? Come off mute.
What's up?
Okay, I was waiting for that. Guess what you get this month?
What?
You get an extra 2%.
Okay. Well, look at that.
That's what the GET team stands for. You get an extra 2%. How's that sound?
I mean, it sounds phenomenal. I'm excited to see it.
You wait. How you going? You already get, y'all know how many different areas of income we got in Herbalife, right?
Correct.
I mean, and it keeps growing and it keeps growing, but we got four primary areas of income: retail, wholesale, royalties, and bonus, right? So, and of course, we got all the extra ones on top of that too: spontaneous bonuses and organizational promotions and special company promotions and VIP seating and vacations and on and on and on. So, who wants to make four different areas of income instead of one? How many of y'all? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Raise your hand. All right. And I hadn't forgot about IceCap, which is good news, but we had to go to the Global Expansion Team news first. So this will be the first month that Morgan capitalizes on all four areas of the payment structure in the marketing plan. Retail, 50%. Wholesale, 8 to 25%. Royalties, 5% paid on the first three levels, and bonuses paid on the first three levels and to infinity if you have anything past the first three levels: fourth level, fifth level, sixth level, etc. A lot of people got them. They go deep, vertical, deep, right? So she'll get paid that 2% bonus on top of that. And trust me, when that bonus comes, Morgan, I can't wait for you to get on and tell us how you feel then. When you see it in your hand. Of course, that's for this month's business, right? Paid in July. So you'll actually be getting your first 2% bonus before the extravaganza. So that'll help out. So that's going to be exciting. So a big congratulations to you. Can't wait to see you at extravaganza. Can't wait to see the look on your face when you stroll across that stage with your Global Expansion Team medallion that they put around your neck like an Olympic gold medalist champion in front of 40,000 people. I don't know if it's going to be 40,000. I don't know if it's going to be 60,000. I don't know if it's going to be 25,000. But trust me, if it is 25,000, it's going to feel like 70,000. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when I drive. When I'm doing like a lot over the speed limit, it feels like I'm doing the speed limit, because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen at the extravaganza when you put your feet on that stage. So proud of you, and and by the way, so proud of all of your team, because of course, Global Expansion Team, that's the key word in the title, team, Global Expansion Team. Can't get to Global Expansion Team unless you have a committed team. So it's a reflection of Morgan. It's also a reflection of the commitment and the dedication and the hard work and the passion of her team. So a big hug and a big congratulations to every single one of you, and sidelines too, that are over there, rooting her on. Let's go. because I know y'all are part of her team too, even though you're not, like, you might not be in her Payline team. We're all part of the same family team here. So big congratulations, hats off, and you guys give it up for yourselves. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm going to give you space for a minute, Morgan, and then we'll go to Ice Cap. So talk to us.
Well, who I really want to talk to is I want LC to speak because honestly, like, so of course you have to do 3 months in a row in order to qualify once you pass active world team. So as we did the first cut, we did the second cut, and I started to see his team and his organization grow. I started to get so excited because it's like, dang, like, not only am I hitting a promotion, but him and his team are working together for him to hit a promotion. So that was the most phenomenal thing about this whole, like, to be able to share the moment with the team, and then not only to be able to share it with the whole team, but for LC's team to specifically be working so hard for him to hit a promotion. It was like amazing. It was phenomenal. It was like, dang, this is what having a team and what a team is all about. So like I always say, I'm an only child. So coming into this business, I never really knew what it meant to have to try and have a team, because when you're an only child, it's only you. So being able to build a team and being able to have enough belief in myself to build this team, and then to have leaders that build their team, is like the most amazing thing in the whole entire world. So a lot of people are like, are you excited about third cut? Are you excited to be global expansion team? And I'm like, it really hasn't like fully hit me yet. I'm sure it'll hit me when we get to extravaganza. But the most exciting part about it is to know that LC and his team hit active world team, along with all the other promotions that came with this global expansion team promotion. Because many people may not know, and it's something that I work on daily, because in order to grow to the next level, you have to find areas in your life and really just figure yourself out. What these promotions mean is you are starting to figure yourself out, and you're starting to figure out how to help other people figure theirself out so that they can be successful. So all my life, I felt like I've kind of had a struggle with building relationships. So in order to have this team that's meshing so well together and loving each other and helping each other grow and working for their self and we're all working with each other and for each other, was like super duper amazing. So LC, I just want you to come on here and just share how you feel and how grateful you are for your team and all the hard work that they're doing for their self and for their future. Because that was like the biggest thing for me. So exciting. Not only just like seeing Lonnie work so well, Ice Cap, he's about to come on and give some awesome information that he just dropped in the group. But everybody just had so many promotions. Everybody's finally like getting in their flow, figuring out how to grow their business and figuring out like really what they want out of this business. So that's all I have. LC, go ahead. I don't know where he went. Come on here and just share how you're feeling.
Yes. Well said, Morgan. Well said.
Again, you know, I appreciate it, and the team, man, they doing their thing, and they, like you said, they really figuring themselves out and figuring out, you know, what it is that they want and how to go get it. You know, pretty much through personal development, pretty much through the products, being coachable, being open-minded, and just doing what they feel works best for them. I don't know how she ended up just jumping off, but for me, man, it was Courtney that kind of like opened my eyes. Like Courtney was the first that just listened to every single thing that I told her to do, and she did it, and she let me know that it really worked, and it really wasn't, you know, me, and it really was the people that I was sponsoring. And you know, they say you are who you attract. And so although I was growing and although I was being coachable at some things, I was attracting people that was like who I was. And so when you get these people, you get really frustrated with them. And the main thing I want you to be real with is why you get so frustrated, because you see yourself. And when you see yourself, that's the hardest thing to deal with, is yourself. But it's coming in the form of another person, another face, another soul. And so when you understand that concept, when you get these customers and these business builders, distributors, you're going to get who you were when you attracted them, because that's why they come to you. But long story short, Courtney was the first one that really just listened to everything that I was mentoring her on, you know, personal development, talking to the people, like really talking to them, go 3 questions, 4 questions deep. And she had great success. And she really kind of set the tone for everybody coming in, because they seen how great of a success she was. And so then people was like, man, I want to do it. I want to do it. And Courtney is really, you know, she has a very, very powerful story. She may not be ready to just share it just yet, but I'm telling you, man, it'll bring you straight to tears. And I really was talking to Courtney for a year. Like, she sent me things every day of how me and her was going back and forth on Facebook. And so I'm only saying that to say, don't get so caught up on a sale. Don't get so caught up on a volume point, because with this business, you have to build a relationship. You have to build a foundation to a relationship, so you can actually sponsor somebody. You can actually mentor them and help them get to that next level, and help you get to that next level, and help you inspire the world and change the world with these products. Because if you're a great salesman, that's good. That's great. That's only going to get you so far. And I can tell you that, because me personally, I was at the world team. I started in 2016. I was at the world team, my first 3-4 months, because it took 4 months to get there. And I was at the world team my first 4 months, and I was there ever since, because I was great at selling something. I was great at talking to people, and my results showed, the products work. And so, to get the active world team, you have to get people that's going to build with you. And you have to be able to show them and mentor them and be patient. What's up, brother? And you have to be able to be patient with them. And so that takes a lot of brain power, and it takes a lot of focus, and it takes clarity on what you want to go after. And I lost my train of thought, because that's one of my distributors gonna be. He always see me working out. Sorry about that. But anyway, Courtney was she was the first person that listened to it and actually put everything into place and start doing it. And everybody's seen it. And so, that's what I was saying. You have to build that relationship. And me and her was talking for a year or so. And so I just really want to hone in and really want to really just help you focus on building the relationship. That's really the key to this. Like, Glenn tell it to you without saying it. Like, he wouldn't be able to get Bob to come to the extravaganza and be able to get Bob to the president's team if he didn't build that relationship and was confident in everything that he told him, and be patient. He didn't throw Bob to the side when Bob didn't do what he was asking him, or this, that, and the third. Like, you have to be patient with him. And I always tell people is love them where they at. Love them where they at, and pull them to you by loving them where they at, because that's how you build a leader. That's how you really show somebody that you care about them, and it's bigger than just drinking a shake. Now, I don't know how you're going to implement it in your business to do what I'm telling you to do, but I completely delete the products, because I don't have to talk to you about doing it. You see the results. You see my results. You see more results. You see everybody's results. If you want results, you got to drink the product. That we don't even have to talk about that when I'm talking to you. And so you already know that's the thing to do. But when I really talk to you, I want to see, like, how you feel. What are you thinking about? What's your goals? What's your dreams? Tell me about what happened to you when you was little that makes you feel the way that you feel. Tell me what person makes you feel this type of way, because when we figure that out, then we can fix it. Then I can help you fix that situation that you was in. And once I help you fix that situation now you build confidence, and now you like, dang, I have to go share this with the world because it changed my life. That's what Herbalife is about for me. And I feel like that's what the Herbalife is about for the team, because they're only doing what they see me do, what they see Morgan do, what they see her dad do, and what the people above them do. And so that's why I feel like, it's a special thing that you see everybody doing the same thing, like really trying to help somebody overcome their struggles. And that's it, man. That's it. That's really it. And we want to keep rocking it. We're gonna keep rolling it, and like I said, we just gonna keep building this relationship. Like, we have struggles, we get it out the way really fast. Boom, this is what we should be doing. Boom, this is what we should be doing. Boom, this is how I should go. Nobody is above nobody. Nobody is global expansion team in there. We all global expansion team. Like, everybody's a supervisor already. Everybody's already president's team. Like, nobody looks at that. Everybody is equal. Your opinion matters. I want to hear what you have to say, because I might need to do it. Just because I've been doing it longer than you don't mean I know more than you. And so that's how we do it. Like, there's no one person that always talk, even though I end up always talking because I talk a lot. But everybody has a voice, and I want to hear everybody's voice, and that's how we rock out. So if you can just adapt that mentality and, like, really just throw your pride and your ego completely to the side, because you don't matter, your opinion doesn't matter. If everybody say what I feel doesn't matter, because humans tend to run off of how they feel at that time. You throw that completely to the side, then you'll really blow this thing out the water. And that's my goal, because how I feel, I always throw it completely to the side, you know. And just really self-control is the main key to mastering self, and mastering this business, and mastering love, and mastering the universe, and mastering riches, and the thing that you want. It's all about self-discipline and self-control. And so I'm done. That's all I have to say, is like, just go at it, because when you get down about something, and you get depressed about something, and you get sad, and you want to quit, and you want to give up, I want you to always ask yourself, if I quit, if I stop, if I don't keep going, am I going to have it anyway? Like, the worst is bound to happen in spite of all that you can do, you know? So just keep going, keep growing, keep reading the books, keep listening to the personal development, keep drinking the shit so you can't drink them no more. Just keep doing what you're doing, because you know exactly what to do. You see it being done, you know, and just do it massively. When I'm talking about, if you message 10 people, go to 20 if you can. If you message 20, go to 40. If you message 40, go to 100. Massively, with the right mindset, not a selling mindset. With the right mindset that I am about to change your life. Like, when you message somebody, send it with, I'm about to change your life. Not, I'm about to sell this program. I'm about to change your life. And I guarantee you, things will 360 around for you. And after I said that, I'm going to lead it straight to Lonnie with the fire news. Let's get it.
Y'all give it up, give it up, give it up. Well done, Mr. Crocker. Well done. Hey, real quick, before Lonnie, and I mean real quick, of course, Active World Team is the foundation for Global Expansion Team. That's why Active World Team is so important, because now you're halfway there. You got a minimum 500 royalty point check, which means you have at least 10,000 group volume. 5% of 10,000 is a 500 royalty point check. So that's halfway to Global Expansion Team. So the only thing that I want to ask you guys is, y'all that are in Alcie's team, who's committed this month to get Alcie's first cut of Global Expansion Team? Who's committed? Raise your hand, go nuts, do something. Throw it up. Okay? Because listen, this thing with Morgan, of course, Shantia, she had her third cut, I think, on your second cut. Shantia Stringfellow. Zarita just got her third cut of Get Team 2500. For y'all that don't know what that means 2,500 royalty points, which means 50,000 group volume in your first 3 levels. And so she just hit her third cut of Get Team 2500. So do y'all see how big this would be by Morgan getting there, and then immediately in June, Alcie getting his first cut of Global Expansion Team, and then going into the extravaganza, then of course July and August, second and third cut coming out of the extravaganza. You guys see how powerful that is for the organization as a whole. Do you guys see that? Yes or no? Nod your head, yes or no. Y'all understand that, how that functions, okay? If you don't understand how that really functions, how you feed off of that, it's important that you do understand that and tap into that feeling. Because let me give you an example. And trust me, Lonnie, I'm coming to you. Morgan, how many of y'all believe? How many of y'all are inspired just a little bit more now, whatever percentage level it is, 10%, 20%, 100%, 1,000%. You're inspired more, you believe more, you're excited more now that Morgan just did it and now that Alcee just got active world team and then they're on the move. How many? Raise your hand. Do you see how that affects you? Okay. Now, y'all please get this in your notes and I'm done with this part. The difference between success and failure is subtle. Get it in your notes. The difference between success and failure, making money, not making money, achieving goals, not achieving goals, is subtle. It's all those little things that affect you every day and how others affect you, how you feed off of successes from other people. If it inspires you or if it doesn't inspire you, if it makes you jealous or if it makes you empowered, if it makes you, yeah, now she's cracking up, right? Somebody's guilty of something at some point in his career, right? You know how some people make you like, oh, damn. Well, no, not oh, you know, be inspired by it because now they open the door for you. Oh, he wasn't laughing at that. He was laughing at the puppy. Okay, I thought he was guilty of something. I'm sorry, Alcee. I was prejudging you. He's got a little puppy down there. Okay, so you guys understand that. Now that Morgan's done it, all of y'all should be a little bit more inspired and have more belief and faith and vision that you can do it too. Yes? Nod your head yes if you agree with that philosophy. So now guess what's going to happen to you when Alcee starts. Alcee, pay attention. I know the puppy's cute. Alcee, come back to the call. Thank you. I know that puppy's cute. I know, they're tough. Okay. So imagine how much more inspired you're going to get when he gets his first cut. And not even gets his first cut, but when he's like really, really on it. And the team's really, really on it. You don't have to get inspired after he gets it. You can get inspired on his way to getting it because the whole team is like on fire. They're on a mission. They have a mission state mentality. You guys understand that? So you'll get swept up in what we call the draft. It's like race car driving, the draft. You get right in there and they'll pull you to the finish line. So you get caught up in that momentum. You get caught up in that excitement. Success breeds success. Energy breeds energy. And you'll get caught in that too. And then all of y'all can start getting in your cuts of active world team, global expansion team, and then moving on up. You guys got me? Every single one of you this year can be a global expansion team member. And if you're extra slow about it, which is fine because everybody goes at their own pace, but if you're extra slow, you can at least be in your cuts by the end of the year. You guys got me? I'm being conservative with my, estimation there. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's a big deal about Morgan, it's a big deal about Alcee, but let's keep this thing going and now press the turbo booster and then how that's going to affect y'all. Pay attention to how that affects y'all and let it inspire you because all of y'all can get there. Believe in yourself and feed off of these other folks' successes. So with that said, I can't wait to hear what Mr. Lonnie Icecap has to tell us. Lonnie, take it away.
All right, so I want to shout out Colby. So last month, she was watching everybody getting their cuts and getting promotions and everything. So she had it in her mind this month that she was gonna go get all her cuts, or at least get the supervisor this month. So today she hit senior consultant, and she's 80 volume points away from first cut DAP. So we're gonna get that real soon and get supervisor real soon.
Let's go, Colby!
Where's Colby at?
Colby, so you want to say something? You say you want to say something?
Yeah, you do. I see you say no.
She want to say something. You see it.
Of course she
there.
does.
I couldn't see where she was at. Okay, there you are, up there, up top. Oh, she don't want to say nothing?
No.
No.
Girl, you gotta let us know what happened, girl. Tell us something. Give us something.
Hey, Colby, can I?
Yeah.
Let's do something here. We're gonna do something here. Okay. So I want you to just move your mouth, right? Like just move your mouth around. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So start now. Start moving your mouth around, and then I'm gonna be your voice. We're gonna just role play here. Okay. Here we go. Open it up. Move it around a little bit. Act like you're talking.
Very strange.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I want to thank Lonnie. And I want to thank the team. And I'm so excited about my future. I love my life. That's all you got to say.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. I knew it. Hey, Colby, and this goes to anybody. Whenever y'all get like, oh, I don't know what to say, or oh, because public speaking, whether it's on the telephone or whether it's on a conference call or whether it's in front of 2 people or 200 people or 2,000 people, it's the number one fear that people have. So I don't know if it's like a fear or it might not be, right, for any of you, okay? But whenever you do have that, here's what you got to do. Just like be a comedian, just like lighten up, just like, because it's like for you, because I know it's like a heavy thing for some people to like speak, like when you in high school, when you had to do that, stand up and do the book report thing or speak in front of people, you're like, oh, I don't want to mess it up or whatever, so if you could just like have fun with it, like we just did, and get your kind of self in a fun state, like it means a lot for people to hear from you, but at the same time, don't put this undue pressure on yourself. Just make it light. Keep it light. Take the pressure off yourself. Breathe a little bit, because a lot of times, especially when the nervous people start talking, a lot of the most nervous people, I don't, because they don't want to mess it up and say the wrong thing or whatever. They end up being the most inspirational to other people, because most people can relate to those people so much. Because I guarantee you, if there's one nervous person that's afraid or that's nervous to speak, there's 10 others as well. You guys feel me? Okay. So that might help you sometime. Just write down a couple of jokes, or write down, not even a joke, but just breathe, be light about it, whatever. Does that make sense, Colby?
Yeah, it does.
So you want to tell us a joke? No, it's okay. I'll give you time. But anyway, congratulations on that. That's tremendous what you're doing. Keep up the great work, and so proud of you. I know everybody else is too. You guys give it up for Colby.
Thank you.
Hey, and one thing, you guys have to go follow her Instagram, because it's at Kobe Music. She actually sings.
Oh.
Actually gets it in front of crowds all the time. So
Really?
make sure y'all go follow her. Her voice is beautiful, you guys.
Well, just sing next time. Sing next time in that vibrato. I want to thank Mr. Lonnie. Or whatever you're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to get off because she's going to end up getting mad at me in a minute if I keep, bringing more attention to this. So anyway, a fantastic job. Now, did you guys see the volumes? Did y'all see the volumes? Woo! The volumes. The volumes are going up. I mean, I got my phone right here. I know y'all have seen them before, but go stare at them. Look at that. Laura Hayes, 15,000. Documented 15,190. 15,474 total volume. You guys understand? Can you do 15,000 in a month? Yeah, you can. Go ask Laura. Go ask Laura. Lindsay Tanner, 11,170 documented. Total volume, another 1,000 above that, 12,144. Audrey, 10,000. Cody, 10,500. 10,007 total volume. And on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So there's a couple things. I was on a president's team. We started doing our president's team calls with the company on Zoom. So we had several hundred presidents team members from all over North America on the call on, I think it was Monday. And, you know, talking about a lot of great things, but this is a reminder. Let me go back to something that Alcee was talking about massive action, massively, doing things massively, okay? So let me ask y'all something. First of all of y'all right now, are you in learning mode? Are you like learning? Are you like, give it to me, teach me something? Like you want to walk off tonight with some serious value? Raise your hand if you do. Raise your hand if you do. Because I want to make sure, oh, my dog. Because I want to make sure that y'all receive what I'm fixing to tell you, like a full value, okay? Hold on just a minute. BB, zip it. Okay. So check this out. Write this in your notes. Leadership. Leadership. To get to making $5 grand a month and $7 grand a month and $10 grand a month, you have to have a certain level or mindset of leadership. A certain level. What's that certain level? We'll leave that for another call because it could range. You know what I'm saying? Some people already come to the table with leadership skills, leadership mindset. They've already been reading the books and doing the personal development. Other people that they might be starting from ground zero. Who knows? It just kind of depends on what you come to the table with and how quick of a learner you are and how hungry you are to change. Those things, right? So, leadership. Number one, leaders get the pay. Write it down. Leaders get the pay. Leaders get the pay. Why did I keep saying that? Because repetition's the mother of all learning. Repetition's the mother of all skill. So leaders get the pay. Leaders get the pay. Okay? Nod your head if you understand that. Okay? Now, nod your head if you want to get the pay. You want to get the pay. So, who gets the pay? Leaders. Leaders get the pay. Thank you. That's why we're spending the 2 minutes on it. Leaders get the pay. When you put your head on the pillow tonight, guess what's going to be ringing in your head? What? Leaders get the pay.
The pay.
Who gets the pay? Leaders get
Leaders.
the pay. Very good. I think we all got it now. We all got it now. So no matter what you're confronted with, it all boils down to leadership, right? Usually. And when you're building a team, building an organization, building a business, leadership. What's your attitude? How are you going to solve problems? How do you approach problems? How do you let the problems, you know, inside of your business and relationships that you have with people, you know, your customers, your distributors, how does that affect you? How do you treat them? You know, whatever, right? So now, if you're leading someone, generally speaking, when you're leading, that means you have some people that are following. Does that make sense? Is that kind of how it works? 2 + 2, right? So if you're leading, then you're going to have a certain amount of followers. I mean, even your customers are followers if they're following your directions and they're taking 2 shakes a day and you're following up with them and you're saying, hey, mix it in water, not milk. And they're going, okay. Hey, take your measurements and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Then tomorrow you check in with them. Hey, did you take your measurements? They say, I sure did, Mr. Alcee. So that person's following. They're following your direction. They're following your guidance, okay? Now, if you think you're a leader or if you think that you have leadership skills and no one's following, then all you're doing is taking a walk by yourself. If you're leading, if you think you're leading, but nobody's following, you're just out for a walk. Does that make sense? So y'all keep these little philosophies in mind. Now, let me ask y'all this for a minute. In America, do y'all know that there's at least, more or less, 335 million people that live in America, in the United States of America? 335 million. So do you think out of 335 million that there's a few more people out there that need and want our products okay, desperately, by the way, and need and want our business. They'd love to be told about the business. They'd love to get involved in the business. A lot of them might even be customers first, fall in love with the products, and then they join. I was a customer first, so you never know, right? So there's a lot more out there, a lot more. And guess what, guys? Write it down. This is important for you to understand. I don't care what town you're in. It's infinite. It never ends. It keeps recycling itself. There's a whole new generation today. There's a whole new generation of 20-year-olds today. 20 years ago, they were just born. Now they're 20 and looking for ways to make money, part-time and full-time. Whole new generation of 30-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the company was already in business for 8 years when somebody was born that's now 30, because the company's 38 years old. You guys got me? So that person would have been born in 1988. Company was already in business 8 years, okay? So even 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, career change people. So there's lots of people out there that need and want, and that are looking for something that they can believe in and belong to. Please get those 2 words down. Something they can believe in, something that they can belong to. I've read books, and probably y'all have too, Believe and Belong. Thank you, Alcy. I've read books, and probably you have too, that it's human nature. I mean, like, it's going all the way back to the, you know, hundreds and thousands of years ago. Human beings are tribal. You guys got me? Human beings are tribal. They want to belong in groups that have a common theme, a common purpose, a common, you know, all that thing. What common philosophies, common interest, whatever, okay? And so they're tribal people. So people, still, we have that in us. We want to belong to something that we can believe in, feel good about, something that inspires us, empowers us, whatever. So, is that Herbalife? Yes. Do we have that in Herbalife? Yes. How many of y'all are so happy that you're part of this big thing that's bigger than any one of us called Herbalife? Of course you're happy. And probably 10 years ago and 5 years ago and 3 years ago for some of you, you never would have thought that you would be in Herbalife, walking around with a button on or something, drinking shakes and being so excited about that thing, right? Being so excited about your future. So there's a lot of other people that you're going to sponsor and attract into your life and into your team as a result of you understanding this simple philosophy that it's infinite, this abundance philosophy. There's an abundant amount of people out there looking for, needing, wanting your product and your opportunity. I hope y'all get this down in your notes. And if this is too much to like actually write down all right now, then go back, right? And replay. We're at 40 minutes into the call. So go start it at about 30 minutes. If I've been going for 10 minutes now, and get this stuff down, because y'all got to get this. If you like get this and it makes such fundamental sense to you, then you'll be more willing to go out there and do the massive action to go build your future in Herbalife. To build a wall, I heard this from John Peterson, being able to build a wall around your family, a financial wall that nothing can penetrate, that lives forever. You could will it to your children. You understand? And by the way, a lot of people have. A lot of people have. Okay? So I want y'all to understand that. So leaders get the pay. We have to lead. Don't be afraid to lead, because leaders get the pay. If you want the pay, you got to be able to lead, right? How do you learn how to lead? A lot through, number one, doing it. Number two, being around others that are doing it. Number three, reading or listening to audios from others that have done it and that can explain some techniques, you know, like John Maxwell, and how to developing the leader within us, developing the leader around us. I mean, the books are written. And if you don't like reading, they got audiobooks, so you can listen to them. So they got the lessons out there, right? And what Jim Rohn says, most people spend more money on donuts than they do their own self-education. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune if you self-educate. Most of the millionaires in the world are self-educated. Y'all heard all the success stories of people that have a high school diploma or not even a high school diploma, but they've gone on to develop successful, multi-million dollar successful businesses, and sometimes billion dollar businesses. Mark Hughes was a 9th grade dropout. What is Herbalife doing every year? 7-8 billion a year. You know what I mean? All of us are under Mark Hughes. Okay? So y'all keep that in mind. Self-education. So it's out there, but you got to be hungry enough to go get it and feed yourself with it. It's like when y'all get physically hungry, what do you generally do? Well, and a lot of y'all are going, drink a shake. You're really herbalized if the first thing comes to your mind, drink a shake, eat a protein bar, But you feed yourself when you're hungry, right? It's a natural thing. Hungry, I need to eat. What about in the mind for leadership? If you're hungry to grow, hungry for leadership, then you got to go, just like you go grocery shopping to feed your body, you got to go, shopping to feed your mind and your soul and your skills. You guys got me? Okay. You will not be making 10 and 15 and 20 grand a month or more unless you earn it, deserve it, and work for it. And I'm going to tell you, most of the work is the personal development work. Most of the work. All the other stuff, the using, the wearing, the talking, dealing with different personalities, messaging and doing all that stuff, that's just the daily stuff, going through the numbers to get your people to build your team. I see you, Alcy. Okay. But if you have the personal development, if you got the leadership mindset, if you got the vision, the passion, the belief, and you can instill that in others, then guess what? How much you've just increased your odds of success. Give you an example, then I'll go to you, Alcy. You can go sign up 10 people all day long. But if you say some things that hurt those people's feelings, all 10 of them, and all 10 of them quit, you could be good at signing up people, is what I'm saying. Geez, that's pretty easy. Give me $94, let's go. Okay, that's easy. Okay, so you can sign people up, but keeping people is a different story, because dealing with all the different personalities and the little quirkiness that people have, and sometimes they don't even tell you, you said something that hurt their feelings and you certainly didn't mean to, or it could have even been on text, right? And they took it the wrong way or whatever, and they'll never even tell you. They just never answer their phone again. So there's these things that you have to work on to increase your odds of, all those 10 people, or at least a good percentage of them sticking with you because they like you, because you make them feel good, because you make them laugh once in a while. They're like, oh, you're funny. I like being around you. Y'all like being around funny, happy people that make you feel good and make you laugh from time to time? Or do you like being around real hardcore, serious people that make you upset? Think about it. Yes, what? You guys understand the difference? You understand the point that I'm trying to make? So you got to kind of try to be the person that you would like to. It's like doing to others as you would have done unto you, the golden rule. So be the person how you would like to be treated. If you like to laugh, then be the person that helps make other people laugh. You think Alcy makes people feel good with all of his laughter and jolliness and, big love and warm heart that he has? Yeah, that's what people want. You know what I'm saying? That's not all that people want, but I tell you what, it's a good foundation. It's a good foundation, because Mark Hughes always taught us there's 3 things that you want to do with your people, customers and distributors. Always make them feel great about themselves, always make them feel great about you, and always make them feel great about Herbalife. If you're accomplishing those 3 things with your people, or at least striving to, right? Sometimes no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how many hugs you try to give someone, they don't want to have none of it. That's just, they, you know, so, and you do your best and it still ain't good enough. You use your best material, best jokes, and you can't even get them to crack a smile. Well, then basically that's really not your fault. That's just like the other person, and they're just, it ain't just happening. You know, it ain't happening. So you're never really going to bat like 10 out of 10. Usually out of those 10, you're going to have 2 people that you wish you never signed up anyway. It's not really your fault. It's them. As long as you've checked off the boxes that it's not you. You guys follow me? So you got to work on your leadership, empathy. Like what Celeste is saying, empathy creates a strong relationship down there. Absolutely, empathy. Being able to feel what others are feeling. Absolutely. Being able to have the ability to put yourself in their shoes. Absolutely. Okay, very, very important. Okay, Alcy, what you want to say?
So I was gonna just say real quick, I always cycle through this call, and I look at people's faces, and I can kind of see how I used to see it. I see how you see it, and I see that you see it how I used to see it. It's like, what is this dude talking about? This is not gonna help me. What is it really? I really don't want to be here. I'm kind of here, but it this and this. And if that is you, this is what I want you to get right quick, and I want you to get it like right now. What he was saying is that the leaders earn the pay. I went to an event, and that's what I heard. And at that same event, they said leaders earn the pay. The guy said, you are where you at because you are a is what it is type of person, and that's just me type of person. So if you one of those people, you always find yourself saying, well, it is what it is, and that's just who I am. That's just me. I can guarantee you need to switch that right now if you want to have success, massive success in this business to set your family up forever. Because I was that person that was like, well, that's just me. Man, if they don't want to do it, well, whatever, it is what it is. And that's the type of environment I created. And when I really took it and I really like personal development, those videos, I wasn't trying to listen to it. You want to know why? I'm going to be 100% upfront, is because it was telling me everything that I didn't want to hear that was true about myself. And so I would listen to it, but I wouldn't listen to it, or I didn't listen to it at all, or I play it and I'm walking around the house. But when I actually listened to it and heard it and applied it, things start to change. How I felt started to change, how people felt about me started to change, how my business started to change, how my body started to change, because I actually listened to what they were saying about becoming a leader and in personal development yourself and really dealing with the issues that you have inside of you. I don't know your issues. I'm not here to judge you about who you are. That's not my place. But what I'm only telling you is what worked for me is I actually started to listen to it. I heard Style Bell say, read the books. I was a person, I don't want to read. I ain't read since high school. I got a college degree. I got a master's. I never read. I ain't got to read. And then one day something said, the universe, I got quiet and it said, read a book. I picked up a book and I started to read. I got 3 distributors that month that did great business because I was able to tell them what I read, and I was able to fill their cup up on how I filled my cup up. And it kept just happening and happening. I was like, dang, this stuff really do work. You really do listen, and you really do develop yourself, the leadership within you. That's a book. I want you to go get it. Developing the leadership within you. Because if you're serious, then you will read that book. And you will read it page for page, word for word, highlight it, and really learn it. Because now when you go talk to somebody about Herbalife, it's like, oh my God, people don't talk to me like that. I want to do what you're doing because you're an inspiration. You are a leader. I know you're going somewhere. People are only going to follow somebody that know where they're going. So if you don't have certainty about what you want to do and where you want to go because you haven't figured things out, start to do the work on yourself. Start to listen to the personal development, 10-minute videos, 30-minute videos, whatever. Like, do it, read it, listen to it, like really hear it, write it down, write stuff down about yourself that you want to change. And every single day it pops up, develop yourself within me. Leaders get to pay. Leaders get to pay. I want to change. I need to change. I have to change. Become obsessed with it. Glenn talk about it all the time. And I guarantee you, literally, overnight success. Overnight success. One day, Kobe will tell you guys about it. And I spoke with Kobe, and I was like, what you think is going wrong with the conversation? She sent me a conversation. I was like, dang, the girl told you she had a flat. And then you said, do you want me to recommend you a cart? I was like, whoa. You didn't even, like ask her about the flat. Like, you know, even if you don't care, like, ask her about the flat and maybe go another question deep in this, that, and the third. But, you know, if we so busy about ourselves, then it's like, I don't care about your flat. Come get this program. You get what I'm saying? I'm not calling Kobe out, because what she did was took the advice I gave her, and she has gotten three or four, like more than 100-point programs out, because I'm sure she did the extra action and the extra follow-up with these people, because she said something to herself. Kobe, you're not being patient. I don't know what she said, but something had to be said within herself. So what he's saying, guys, I want you really to do it, because it worked for me, and it's working for other people that really take it in and dissect it and lets it become a part of them. So you can find that Brandon dropped that book in there. I want you to get that book. If you don't know a book, if you want an easy read, hit me up, because I'll tell you an easy read. And we'll just go from there. I want to see everybody reading books and becoming more knowledgeable about life and about self-love and like self-wealth and things like that. Because I was a person, when I was in high school, I seen these books about being $1 million man and all this type of stuff. And I would look at it and be like, man, that book fake as hell. They got a white man on the cover. That's just me. But I have read 2 of those books since then. And guess what? The bank account shows it. So I'm just letting you know, like, do it. Do the work, because it works if you do the work. And that's it, you guys.
Wow. So powerful, Alcee. So powerful. I think Brandon put that, y'all talking about the John Maxwell book? I think it's called Developing the Leader Within. Not developing the leadership within, but developing the leader within. I believe, I might be wrong.
That is what it's called. And
Okay.
then there's also developing the leaders around you.
Exactly. Developing the leader within and developing the leadership around you. Yes.
That's it.
Oh, good. And look at, somebody just ordered the book. Look at Colby. Oh my God. Now, okay, look, y'all better take a screenshot of that, because at the end of the year, when Colby's on the Get team, and y'all be saying,
Let's go, Kobe.
exactly. Y'all be saying, hey, how did you do it? How did you do it? Colby say, I started doing what, they suggested that I do. I went and got the book. But Jim Rohn says it. He'll be in an auditorium with 10,000 people, and he'll suggest a book, and he'll go, why does, 9,000 and, 967 people don't go get the book? Only 33 went and got the book out of 10,000, right? Who knows? And Jim Rohn says, who knows? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. It's a mystery, right? So the point is, listen, guys, all of y'all agree. All of y'all are adults. Who's an adult? Raise your hand. I don't see any whiny little children on the call tonight. So check it out. We're all adults. We all want to get the pay. Who wants to get the pay? Who wants to get the pay? Come on, baby. Who wants that paper? You know you want it, okay? Hey, do y'all know that there's enough money out there to pay you? Think about it for a minute. Think about that for a minute. Are we out of money? Is there not enough money circulating out there in America or in the world to pay you? There's not enough anymore? No, there's plenty. But there's a lot of people out there that have figured out a way to get their share. And some people figure out a way to get a lot of share. So check this out. Abundance. If you have an abundant state of mind, abundance. There's an abundance of people that need and want your products. There's an abundance of people that need and want your opportunity. Some of them desperately. And you just never know. That's why you got to be branded. That's why you got to be talking. That's why you got to have a good personality. By the way, if you don't have a good personality, do you know what? I will guarantee you one thing right now. You take some tea and some liftoff and some shakes and hang around for a little while, and you will develop a great personality. Because you don't have to live the rest of your life with a horrible personality. You can develop anything. If you wanted to pick up the guitar and never done it in your life, but you dedicated yourself the next 3 years with a teacher, you could learn how to play the guitar. You could develop your skills. You guys got me? The same with anything. So, a couple things and I'm done, and then we'll just get y'all off the call and stuff like that. But y'all write this word down. It's called Sinaloa. 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 You know what that stands for? I'm going to tell you what it stands for. Safety in numbers and law of averages. If you understand this, then you understand the game. Okay? Thank you for writing that down, Brandon. Okay? Safety in numbers and law of averages. So let me put it to y'all like this. I'll give you an analogy. And by the way, I'm not talking about anybody in this organization. I'm throwing out numbers as an analogy. If you're clear, nod your head. Because I don't want y'all to go, oh, he picked my volume from last month. Why is he picking on me? No, I ain't picking. I'm just using a number. So I'll give 2 analogies if you want to make a lot of money. If you do 1,000 volume points a month, 1,000 volume points a month for the next year, how many volume points is that total in 12 months? Somebody give me the answer. 1,000 volume points a month.
12,000.
What?
12,000.
Thank you. Some of y'all are going, no, it's not a trick question. It's not. No, it's easy. Some people are like, oh, he's trying to trick us. No, but I'm fixing to trick you. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. If you want to make $10,000 a month and be a leader, it's 1,000 volume points a month for the next 12 months straight, enough volume points to get you where you want to go.
No.
I hear 2 no's. Does anybody disagree with those 2 no's?
Glenn, I hate to ask this. I had some static. Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. If you want to be a leader, leaders get to pay. And if you want to make $10,000 a month in income, is 1,000 volume points a month for the next 12 months enough to get you there?
No.
See, we all need to understand that. Safety in numbers, law of averages. Meaning the numbers, there's not enough safety in those numbers to work out on the law of averages to earn you $10,000 a month. I mean, even if you retailed the products at 50%, you're going to make $500 on 1,000. So that would be $6,000 a year, not $10,000 a month. So now if you do 10,000 volume points a month for 12 months straight, how many volume points is that in 1 year?
120,000.
120,000. And if you do that, number 1, guess where you're going next year? Hawaii. You're going to Hawaii for a free vacation. Who likes free vacations? I know nobody on here likes that. Of course y'all like that. Come on. Okay? So now, is 10,000 volume points a month more likely to make you more money than 1,000 volume points a month over 12 months? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this is my whole point. Let me give you an example, or another example. Laura Hayes did 15,000 volume points last month. If she does 15,000 volume points this month, 15,000 next month, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next, are any of y'all going to be surprised when next year she's making $10,000 a month? It's not a surprise.
No.
So what I'm trying to say is success leaves clues. there are mathematical equations that make this business function and function well. And there's also mathematical equations that'll keep you frustrated. Okay? So if you're not making the income right now that you want to make, it might be that you just joined 2 months ago. So sometimes it's just there's a gestation period. So you just need time to develop the cycles of momentum for 90 days and another 90 days and another 90 days, because it takes momentum to build that. 3 stages of momentum, the establish, sustain, and advance. Those are 3 90-day stages. So for some of you, you might not have just been in long enough, or you might have been in long enough, but you just haven't had a solid, consistent plan that you've been working. No matter where you're at, though, if you understand Sinaloa, and if you understand doing enough volume to create the things that you want to make happen, meaning the end result, the money, right? Then that means you just got to produce more. More production equals more money. It's the same with the playoffs. If Steph Curry ain't hitting no 3-pointers, guess what? LeBron James is going to win the championship because he's going to hit some. But we can usually count on Steph Curry to be knocking down some threes, correct? Because he's developed his skills. Safety in numbers, law of averages. If you hit enough 3-point shots in a game, more than the other team on a percentage basis, chances are you win the game. Does this make sense? So y'all got to start hitting some 3-pointers. You got to hit 3-pointers. You got to get your volume up. If you want to get your income up, it's directly correlated to your volume. Because inside of your volume, it constitutes for retail customers, repeat customers, preferred members, senior consultants, qualified producers. All that counts for your personal volume. So if you have a lot of stuff going on in there, right, then you got higher production, higher personal volume, higher documented volume, higher check. Now, if you're doing it, and then those people, some of those people funnel through and start the business, and you teach them the same thing to produce, do you want producers on your team, or do you want people that don't even know how to sink a free throw? Come on, man. You want people sinking free throws and sinking 3-pointers. And then you make the royalties. Leadership. Leaders get the pay. Earl, you got your hand raised. I'm done.
Hey, Glenn, thank you, and Elsie and Morgan, all of your contribution on this call. Thank you for sharing your golden nuggets, all of your success, and truly grateful for everything that you guys do, and excited for everybody because all your success is my success and the team's success because all our energy is flowing together. Real quick, I want to give a quick recognition to Renita for getting her second cut of active supervisor. I'm going to give her a shout out real quick. You're crushing it. And she was gone most of the month because Glenn was like, "Where's Renita?" So she had a lot of family things going on. And I looked in my back office, she got it done. So kudos to her for that. But 2 things I wanted to touch on because what you just talked about, Glenn, and Elsie, what you just said, how you scan the call and how people can feel about what Glenn is saying or what a more experienced person is saying when you're first starting. And the empathy factor is very relevant because I understand that. I want to talk about that a bit more. And when Glenn is talking about 10,000, I remember when I first started, and I remember that number seeming so big at the time. And I remember when she first started, that's why I brought up her second cut. I remember when Renita first started, she thought 500 was a lot. Now here we are from that to being a supervisor to now she's doing 2,500 monthly. So everything is about, I want to touch about, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this amazing legend called Zig Ziglar. We don't talk about him too much, but just Google him or look him up. He's like a Jim Rohn type of guy. Zig Ziglar talked about as well how he had to learn how to, for 2 years he was broke. For 2 years, he was broke. But it was until he figured out how he needed to see himself. And the same thing for 2 years, he just saw himself as a guy that was pinching pennies. And then he said he went to a seminar, and he didn't really learn anything from the seminar. It was this more experienced guy that was at the top of the company that just pulled him to the side. Hey, you, come here, come to the side, let me talk to you. He said, Zig Ziglar. So he says, Zig thought he was going to tell him, oh, man, I see you coming to these trainings. I see you trying hard. I think you're doing it. He said, man, you're like the biggest waste of space I ever met. You know, that's pretty rough. And he said he couldn't believe he told him that. He says, because you just come here and you think you're showing up is just enough. You come here just thinking that just because you're showing is just enough. You need to see yourself like me. You need to see yourself like me. Zig Ziglar was like, well, I don't really understand how I can see myself like you because I am not a millionaire. I'm pinching pennies together. He said, well, I saw myself as myself before it accumulated in the bank account. I saw myself as myself, and that you see me today before it accumulated in my bank. I already saw it that way for myself. And so what else he was talking about, he was getting to the point where he started seeing himself as these leaders. So when he starts seeing himself as these leaders, and this is how the Sinaloa thing comes, I'm gonna put it all together, how the Sinaloa thing comes into place. When you start to see yourself as a higher level, as a better person, you start to do what the people like those do. You start to read the books, right? You start to read the books. You start to be around the people who want to be better. And once you start to do those things, you start to take action differently. So also in the Zig Ziglar story, he told him something after that. He said, Zig Ziglar, because this is what happened, what resonated with me. Because I was talking to Glenn about this a bit. He said, Zig, you need to get on a schedule. You need to get on a schedule. Like, you're great and all that stuff, but you need to get on a schedule. So the Sinaloa thing, because what happens is 10,000 can seem like so much. But the thing is, when you see at 10,000, as if somebody's telling you with experience that it's true, like, don't worry about like, oh my God, you know, how I'm gonna do it. Just see yourself as it first. And that's what I do as well. I see myself as it first. And then the actions start to pull yourself into making it manifest. Okay? So when you start to see that as how it manifests, then you get a little bit organized, because that's what happened with me. When I heard that part about Zig Ziglar, said he got on the schedule and the game changed for him. But he started to show up as, because I'm just keep it real, Al, so you got to excuse me, Glenn. You keep it real, like in the hood, a lot of people say, man, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm grinding and all that stuff, but they still broke. The reason why that is, right, we're about to keep it real for a moment, all right? So the reason why that is because that's all they know. They don't want to read the books and all. They just want to go on the streets and grind and hustle and all that stuff, and that's all they do. They don't build wealth where they got money working for them because they don't read the books. They don't accumulate the spirit of wealth, okay? So reading these books, that's very important. That's very important. Read these books. If this young man, Elsie, just said, hey, I read this book, and all of a sudden he just collected a check, or he's about to collect a check for $500 bonus. Then he's about to collect a $500 check for residual. Then he's about to collect a check for wholesale. I can keep going. Right? So when people are doing it, when he first said, all I did was change my mind. I changed my mind. And that's a big thing because the numbers are right. Glenn is correct about the numbers, right? But get into reading these books, the devotional, the Bible, do your gratitude journal, okay? All this stuff is right here. It's these three things that, thank you, Morgan, because I got that from Morgan, okay? I got that from Morgan. Morgan said, I do my gratitude in the morning, right? I do my devotional. I do my prayer, and I do my goals, and I smash them. Can you say that, Morgan? Am I right? Is about the right order?
You're right.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah, so, but that's how the Sinaloa start to kick in because you need that motor oil to make that engine run. you know, and I know for Renita, her perspective changed from that 500 being a lot to just saying, hey, I trust you and I can just make it happen. And Glenn, again, for what you, I don't want to talk about what you did today because we can't talk about that on the call, but relationship is what made that happen, brother. I appreciate you. So I want to say thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about, but.
Don't worry about it. We talked earlier today.
Oh, that's right. But yeah. Okay, good. But
I'm out.
Okay, good. So apparently that was good. Whatever we did today was good. That's great. That's awesome. Oh yeah. So last thing, give it up for Earl first of all. Acknowledge.
Yeah, bro. Hey, that's it. That was it.
All right.
Okay. So that's what. By the way, there's a little lesson. When somebody says something, you know, no matter if it's hey, how you doing? Acknowledge that they said something. No, that's part of a relationship. So many times I talk to people like individually, and I'll say something, and I by the way, once in a while I drop some good knowledge on them, and then they just like don't even acknowledge that I just said that, but then they ask another question, or they change the topic. So you got to get good at acknowledging what was just said, and then ask the question, or then change the subject, or whatever. That's about communication. Acknowledge people. Acknowledge what they said. So that's just a side point. Last thing, I've got this written down on my notes. 50. Write it down. 50. What's 50? 50. Tell me what?
Extravaganza!
I can't hear you. What?
Extravaganza!
What does Little John say? Oh, what? What? Oh, what? Okay. 50 days to extravaganza. 50. Write it down. 50. And then put 2-minute warning. This is the 2-minute warning to extravaganza. You guys remember when I signed up Bob, we were less than 30 days away from extravaganza. That means the person you sign up between now and extravaganza, or persons, don't have a goal of one person, have an all-out massive action mission state mentality. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change everybody's life. I'm an attraction magnet. I'm a success magnet. I'm an extravaganza magnet. I'm a royalty magnet. I'm an organization building magnet. You guys understand? If you're a magnet and you got that going on, you will sign up lots of people between now and extravaganza. They'll be in Houston with you in the next 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. Some of those people will become presidents, team members in your organization. If you work the next 50 days with that mentality, trust me, you will manifest that into your reality. You understand? I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. I hope y'all get that in your notes. And if you don't, go back and replay the call and get it in your notes. And let's practice that. Let's take our skills to the marketplace. Let's take our love, our passion, our hard work, our commitment to the marketplace. Let's do better in June than we did in May. Okay? Because we got to blow June out of the water going into extravaganza month, July 2018. You guys got me? We got to. We got to put May to shame. Write it in your notes. When we look back at May, we're like, oh, that's back when we didn't know nothing. We didn't even know what we were doing in May, and I still got my third cut. You understand? June's got to be a whole nother level of business. Whole nother level. Let's do it for the story. Let's do it for the team. Let's do it for all the reasons why. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Let's go make it happen. Love you guys.
Peace, Renita's trying to say something.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey,
Renita's trying to say something.
Hey, Glenn, are you still there?
yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I raised my hand. I don't know if you heard me. It was when you were saying the 50 days. Thanks for the confirmation. I just want to send a shout out. Thanks to Earl for all of his leadership and He's been working with me and just being supportive and you know, the questions that I've asked as I'm working through the marketing plans. I just want to send a shout out and say thanks for his support. And also, I don't know if this person is still on the call, but I have a new distributor, Jonathan Bain. We call him JB. JB, are you out there?
Yeah, I see him over there.
Okay, may have already dropped already. Okay, he's out there. Yeah, so for those that don't know, JB is actually kind of new to the team.
I'm here. I just don't know how to use it too good.
That's okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jonathan. We don't either.
Yeah, so he's joined us. Excited to have him on the team. He's
Awesome.
actually just recently competed in the Ninja Warrior from the Dallas area. So if you guys get a chance, check it out on demand, where he was actually on national television. So thanks and welcome to the team, Jonathan. If you want to say anything, just unmute. It's the little red button there, red button at the bottom, and just say welcome.
Awesome.
So thank you, Renita. Thank you, Earl. Guys, I'm just happy to be a part of the team. Definitely appreciate the support and look forward to growing with you guys.
Okay.
Awesome. Congratulations, Jonathan. Congratulations, Renita, Earl, all of y'all. Love y'all. Let's make June magical.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all. Peace out.
I know.